What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Six Cars. Welcome back to another vlog. We are here in Toronto, and this one is sort of like that Forza Horizon 6 video I did where there's not really a main theme to this one. We're just going to be hitting up a ton of different stuff around Toronto this weekend, see what kind of cool cars we can find. The weather is fantastic. I think we'll find a lot of good stuff. There's a couple events, like I said. We check out our friends Liberty Walk 997 Porsche, so I think there will be some cool stuff, and then whatever other weird surprises we can possibly find. There's always some interesting things that show up when we're doing car stuff in Toronto, so buckle in, sit tight. I think it's going to be a fun one, guys, and make sure you watch to the end because, like I said, you never know what we're going to find on Six Cars. And if you haven't already, I'll remind you guys again to hit that big red subscribe button, leave those comments and the likes. It's always appreciated. But yes, without further ado, let's get things started and head to our first stop. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, walking up to the Lift Superstore Cars and Coffee. There's a TVR Sagaris on here. I know we've seen one on the channel before finished in orange, but this is the like super desirable flip paint that you would kind of associate with most other TVRs. They're going to put it up on a lift here, and we can get a quick look around to the side of it as well. There's a lot going on. TVR's always been known for their crazy designs. You can see all the gills and the louvers near the front. You've got the brakes loaded up there too. Kind of small, actually. It's smaller than I was expecting, but you can get a good sense of the color shifting paint here. And one of my favorite aspects of this car is just the exhaust sticking out of the side. And you can see down on the bottom here, it's on the lift. You can see the muffler actually sticking sideways right through the car. And we also have the clear duckbill wing too, another one of my favorite features. So a lot of cool and interesting TVRs out there, but I think it's just like the last car they built before they went out of business. So this is kind of an important one. And there we go, the lift is down. Now you can get a better look at that front end and all of the louvers and gills, all of the aerodynamic work too. That's a really cool looking car. But yeah, let's go see what else we can find here at the Lift Superstore Cars and Coffee. You're very rare on this side of the world, but a Pulsar NX Nissan. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before, even with all the JDM I do show on this channel. It's a very cool looking, like 80s style to it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. I love the livery on it too. It's almost got like a bit of Fiat X19 towards the back, but interestingly enough, it looks like he's got two sets of wheels, because on this one, it's just a very simple circular design, but then as we shift over here, he's got like this interesting I guess pentastar, whatever you want to call it, or pentagon kind of look to it. Very interesting, I've got to say. And interior wise too, yeah, it's got a very 80s look to it as well. Very good looking. But yeah, cool to see some interesting and quirky cars that you don't really get to see anywhere else. So there is the Pulsar NX, a new one for the channel here at this event. Got Lucas's GT3 Touring there, finished in the pesto green. Got a lot of Corvettes as well, it seems, at this event. I see a nice STO down there. Very nice old Shelby GT500. Yeah, so it looks like there's a nice little mix of stuff here for an early morning meet. A Boss 302 Mustang as well. A couple Ferrari 296s. A very good looking 488 Pista Spider. We have a GT3 RS. A 718 Spider RS. And there is that STO. We've got a very loud Corvette behind us too. My goodness. That is, that sounds pretty crazy. Also have the nice, I think it's speed yellow GT3 RS, but we've got a nice little 296 GTS leaving here. I do quite like the look of these. Someone can help me with the color code on that, but that is very nice. Almost like a bluish purple. Not bad. And that roof slant nose. It's a nice little surprise. It's got the wheels too. That is a very clean looking car. DBS Superleggera, always nice to see. Great looking car. Mitsubishi 3000 GT. That's very nice. The VR4 too. To start our day off with a bit of a car meet here in Burlington. There is some nice little JDM here. Got the right-hand drive Legacy E-Tune wagon, which is always good. We do have a 240Z here with an RB26 swap that I do want to show off in more detail one day on this channel. Hopefully very soon, but you guys can take a quick look under the hood here. You can see just how much work has gone into this. There's a ton going on here, guys. Definitely enough for a whole video that I do want to show you guys at a later date, but just an incredible build. There's so much going on. I don't even think you can really fit the hood on actually correctly, but my goodness, does it ever look good. So aggressive. Can only imagine how wild it must be to be in that car. We got the huge APR front splitter there too. We got the VIP Lexus LS 400 in Japan. This would be the Toyota Cells here, but I do love the wheels, the nice two-tone body style to it. It's got the little covers on the seats there, and then behind us we do have a very nice R32 GTR, my personal favorite. Always good to see that. It is on the Anki RPF ones as well, so great little selection of JDM here this morning in Burlington. And yeah, I'll see if there's anything else here, but we are going to go meet up with our friend Josh and check out his Liberty Walk 997 Carrera. And there is a car storage at this Burlington location we're at too. It's actually owned by Haggerty, but they do have some pretty cool cars in here. I don't know if I've showed you guys in here before, but we do have a new Ford GT, an 05 Ford GT, and the King Daddy right there, the Lexus LFA finished in black. I think we've seen this car in particular on the channel before. There is a 2, I think, in Toronto, but come on, guys, it never gets old. You can look at an LFA a million times, and it will always be just as good as the first time you see one. It is just such a cool looking car. Unfortunately, we can't hear it today because that is probably the best part about it, is that crazy high winding V10, but man, so good to look at. And of course, there's the 05 Ford GT, very like iconic spec too, the white with the blue stripes, pretty synonymous with the 05, and then more of an understated look on the newer one here, black with the carbon fiber stripes, also looking quite good. And they've parked it in a race mode with the wing up too. But yeah, quite a nice little facility here. You can see supercars, you can see some classic muscle cars back there as well. It's a little bit of everything inside. There's a 599 here with matte black paint, interesting, the carbon fiber wrap, but it does also have these special wheels, which only came with the HGTE, the handling package. So that's quite interesting. And inside, you can see the handling package designation on the seats too, which I've never actually paid too much attention to before. I think the tell was always on the wheels, but there you go. You can see it on the seats too, but that is by far one of the best looking modern Ferraris there is, hands down, and easily one of my favorites. And as promised, we do have our friend Josh's Liberty Walk 997 and 911 here, looking absolutely magnificent. It's nice and clean. It's a beautiful day here in Burlington, just outside of Toronto. We are taking this away from the meet. We are going to be going to a different location. We will be looking at it in more detail. Obviously, we'll get some driving action too, and you get to hear a bit of this car as well, because the exhaust is absolutely fantastic. So it'll be cool to show this car off in more detail. I know we've seen this on the channel before. It has changed since then, and we're going to go a bit more in depth this time, show you guys why this car is so damn cool. So I think without further ado, let's hit the road and head to our next stop and check this out in more detail. Here we are under the Burlington Skyway. This is our primo location where we'll be able to check out Liberty Walk 911 in more details. It's a pretty famous spot. I would say we never really come here because it's quite a bit of a ways out from Toronto, but I think this will look really cool in the background with this car. And there we go, everybody. It's the Liberty Walk 997 at our destination here under the Burlington Skyway. So a great little setting here. You've got the bridge over there, which does move up and down when the boats go under. That's kind of cool, but this is what we're here for, the Liberty Walk 911. So to my knowledge, I do believe this is the only one in Canada, definitely the only one in Ontario. You just never see these kits around, which is kind of a bit of a shame because they look absolutely fantastic. As far as Liberty Walk kits go, I think this is by far one of the best looking ones on the market. Now, reason being is if you guys are familiar with the old 9 and 7 GT3 Cup cars, or even the old 9 and 7 GT3 RSRs that race globally in IMSA as well, I think this kit does a great job of replicating those cars. It's got very similar body lines with the wide body kit, obviously the GT wing at the back too, which we'll look at in a second, but man, it is just so aggressive. The baby blue really shows off the lines as well. Now, if you start from the front here, you can really see how things have changed quite a bit. This whole front lip here is very GT3 inspired. You've got all these little louvers at the front, and obviously the grills have just been cut open with the mesh inserts as well. And here's where you can really see how aggressive these bolt-on over fenders are. There's just so much going on here, and you can see just the kind of like little louvered style additions at the front here. And my goodness, take a look at these wheels. The Brixton forged, finished in white, has that sort of like a mesh feel that you would see on like SSR Professors or like wheels like that. But I think it's 20-inch at the back we're looking at, and 19-inch in the front. Now, obviously, it is staggered with this car being rear-wheel drive. You can see just how big these rear tires are. 325s to be exact in the rears. They are very meaty. Obviously, you have a lot of car to control here, and it's a big deal to have the right tires on there. But man, just so good. The fitment, absolutely perfect. It's nice and low as well. It was a bit of a struggle getting in here. Had to go very slow, but it is worth it. The setting is beautiful. And yes, here is probably my favorite angle of this car is the back. This is where you really get that GT3 or RSR style look to it. So you can see a better look at these over fenders and how far they stick out. I do like how it still exposes some of that rear tire too, so you get a lot of that race car effect. And there's a lot of nice little details around the bottom too as well. Just these little slits at the rear bumper, and then the entire back end is cut up. Now, this exhaust, if you guys heard it before, it's quite loud. We will hear it again in much more detail, but it's like a full custom exhaust. I do believe it was sent over to Europe to be completely done. There's a ton going on with this. The car is tuned as well, so it's got like a nice raspy sound to it, but it's not really droney either. So I think it's like the perfect balance for this car. And there's the money shot of the rear wing too. It's so aggressive. And what's really cool about this, obviously with Liberty Walk cars, you can sort of mix and match and make the kits the way you want them. There's different versions, but this one is very cool how they incorporate a duckbill wing with the GT wing, and you can see how the GT wing actually goes right through the duckbill. It's a direct cut right through there. So that is a very cool little detail that, again, I think with Liberty Walk kits, they're sort of hit and miss, but this one, there is no mistaking it. There's no denying it. This is absolutely beautiful. By far, one of their best creations to date. Yeah, guys, just such a crazy raw car. I mean, even just sitting there behind us in the video looks so damn cool. And there's so many aggressive angles to it. There's a lot to explore as well. And we are going to move it again and get some cool driving footage as well. So you guys can really hear that exhaust I was talking about as well. That custom setup. It's right from the headers back to the mufflers. So there's a ton going on with it. Hold on a second, guys. We have a quick stop in Yorkville where there is an Aventador SV Roadster looking pretty damn spicy. That's not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds good too. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little classic car spot, F12 TDF at the Hazelton Hotel. I actually don't remember what the launch spec is. I feel like it was this yellow. Probably the best looking color for this. I still kind of prefer the 812 Comp and definitely the 509 GT over this, but these are rare, so driving by, see one poking its head out of the Hazelton here, should probably stop and show it off. But yeah, there we go, guys. I don't know if it's go busy or not in there, I'm not really sure, but we've seen a lot of F12 TDFs on the channel, and that's just another one for the books. Well, the classic Toronto car spotting vibes. Look at that, brand new 911 ST. Yeah, it sort of looks like a GT3 Touring, but it's a lot more extreme, kind of like GT3 RS Touring, I guess you could say. You can see the different looking body panels at the front behind the wheel arches, and it's a really low-key spec, just pure like matte silver, GT silver at that too. It's really cool. You can see the center locks as well. These are going for crazy money on the resale market too. So hey, nice little find here on a sunny Sunday in Yorkville. Classic car spotting vibes, guys. A Pirelli edition Aventador too. Not bad, guys. Got a nice little 765 LT parked up in Yorkville, almost like a slate or a chalk gray. I'm not really sure what you call that. It's got the painted headlights. Wait, there we go. Painted headlights, as I was mentioning. Very nice. And there's a black Huracan Technica with. God, remember when Tron lines were really popular on cars? You kind of wrap all of the different lines around the body in different colors. Well, there you go. Some neon green accents on the Huracan Technica. Not a bad little combo. Look at this. Not one, but two. When is the last time you guys saw two McLaren 650Ss at all? Let alone one behind the other. Interesting. Throwback car spotting.